What's good, everybody? It's Kaige-O Gaming, and we are back with some more Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Now, last time we left off, we freed hands. We, completed a lot of the objectives, struggled a little bit, but we were able to get to Thomas, the Captain Guard, and give him a fever decoction, which helped him out. So now we are getting ready to travel to a different land, I guess.
Sir Hans, allow me to...
Hold on, Sir Ulrich. If you think everything is settled between us, and we're gonna act like nothing happened, then you're mistaken.
Sir?
You were going to have me executed a short while ago. I expect a proper apology.
Then please accept my apology once more, sir. But given the circumstances...
Given the circumstance? What circumstances?
Sir, poaching is a capital offense.
And are you the king? That you can hand down death sentences? No, you are not. What's more, you had plenty of reasons to realize it wasn't a good idea.
Sir, I could not have realized that.
You couldn't have realized. Yes, you could, but then you wouldn't have been able to play the Lord and stage private executions.
Sir, once more, I apologize. And now, please allow me to show you to your quarters.
I wouldn't dream of inconveniencing you. I'll find my quarters by myself. Henry, once you're done with that annoying fool, get your horse and we'll meet at the gate.
Well, it seems Lord Capon will not be requiring my services anymore today.
Please excuse him. He's been through a lot, as I'm sure you understand.
It is understandable, of course. I was just hoping that our relationship would be a bit warmer after that, regrettable misunderstanding.
Gotta act proper.
Nevertheless, welcome to Trusky, the finest and biggest castle you shall ever see. Rumor has it that the castle was built on the jaws of hell, and that we're sometimes plagued by demons here. But don't believe a word of it. It's just idle talk to excuse the servants' laziness and incompetence. It's demanding enough keeping everything here running smoothly without any of that. It requires a man of exceptional qualities and talents. By the way, this place is a maze for strangers. It's very easy to get lost.
No kidding. Although we managed, after a little while, of going where we're not supposed to.
The jail cells are down there, but I believe you are already fairly well acquainted with that part of the castle, aren't you?
All too well, thanks.
We're just gonna be nice to this guy, even though he doesn't deserve it. We're not causing no more problems. We've been in the stocks and in jail enough. Can't handle it anymore.
Here it is. You'll find a bed inside, opposite the door, and a chest where we put your belongings. You'll find some new clothing there, a little gift from our gracious lord, to ensure you're not mistaken for a beggar again. Once you're settled in and properly dressed, stop by the stables. They're beyond the gate, down the path. Ask for Kabat. He was supposed to prepare a horse and tack for you. Or tell him you'll keep your own if you insist.
No,
then
he'll
give you
horse.
proper tack at least, so you don't disgrace us.
Thanks. I'm grateful.
As you should be. So, you and I are finished, and I can finally attend to some proper work, so this castle doesn't fall on our heads. You have a kind master, eh, Mutt?
Oh, God. That guy's the worst. The absolute worst. What do we get? Oh, it's so nice to have all our stuff back. So nice. Oh, how I've missed you, everything. Oh, we gotta equip it all back? What kind of whack nonsense is that? Alrighty, well, in the first one, you know we gotta put on our Brunswick's armor. ordinary coat? No. It's gotta be that one, right? Hunter's pouch, knight's belt. It's minus charisma. It is better defenses, but I want the the charisma. Gauntlets. I don't remember exactly what we were wearing. Okay, this seems to be it. Boom, boom. Our weapons, please. And our crossbow. Very nice. Alright. We're back in business. Much needed. The torch. Where the hell is our torch? And then potions. Regular decoction. Okie dokie. Well, it seems that we're well fed. Player, books, we don't need that. Materials, don't need any of this stuff. Don't need the salt, this, or this. Okay. And then we have this outfit. Although, man, I don't know. I don't think this should be... I guess this is just gonna be our fancy outfit. Although charisma's up to 29. It's not bad. Okay, and then we have our sneak outfit. Cut Purse's hood. Warhorse Pourpoint. Knacker's gloves. Cut Purse's hose and shoes. We need to equip the dagger. There's the torch. Equip the broadsword. And then this outfit, we need the dagger and we need the torch. Okay, now everything that we're not using, we'll just put in here for now. And Mutt's back. I didn't even think about that. Our boy Mutt. Okay. Wearing our good armor.
What will it be, sir?
Show me your...
What do you have? Anything good? Bastillard sword's good. It's better than what we're using. Knight sword's pretty decent. Noble sword. Rider's warhammer, 91 blunt or 98. Knight's warhammer is 90. No, that's 107. Executioner's axe. I don't think it's quite time to start getting into some other weapons, but soon for sure. That's cool. Mail collar with a badge. This is way better than what we have. Dude, this Brunswick's armor is OP. Well, that includes both of these. I think that's comparing the legs, like the boots. So it's not as good as it seems. Quick finger potion. Ooh, some new sketches. Do we have anything that we want to sell? I do kind of want to get these sketches. Alright, let's go ahead and haggle.
I'd like to do something...
Well... Finally! I was glad...
Alright, that's a lot of money we just spent, but we got some new sketches, which is great. Let's go ahead and read those. Nice. Wish it wouldn't do that. Just go to books. Oh, we can see... Okay. Alrighty, so axes, 5 of 12. Long swords, 2 of 12. Short swords, 3 of 19. Other, 2 of 9. 3 of 24. 1 of 3. 16 herbs. Alrighty, what else do we need to do? We still need... Oh, there's some new quests here. Are there quests anywhere else? That's the fighting. So there's still a few things that we can do here, it seems.
I'm at your service, sir.
You have a mission?
Is there any work around the castle I can help with?
Well, there's the issue with the demons.
Demons?
Quiet! I don't want to cause a panic.
All right,
but
dude.
yes, unfortunately, once again, devils are wreaking havoc at Trotsky.
You mean horned ones? From hell?
Do you know any other kind? I'm preoccupied with tasks from Lord von Berghoff at the moment, so I don't have time to deal with it. But I suppose you could do it? You and that friend of yours have a lot to make up for.
You want me to get involved with hell itself? At least tell me more about it.
Ah, you know the times we're living in. War, bandits. The devil took advantage of the chaos and sent his hellspawn here. The castle is built upon an ancient, though fortunately extinguished, fiery moor. It's no wonder it's so close to hell. The spawn of hell shows up here from time to time, and I want you to improve your standing with me and help me out.
Sounds serious.
How many do you think there are?
A lot. Certainly more than there are sinners in the region. Expect at least 10 beasts for every soul.
That's some army. And I've never seen a real demon before. So what needs to be done?
Our cooks, Manietta and Berto, were complaining about the creatures running around their kitchens. Ossina, the castle blacksmith, was also blabbering something of the sort as well. The good news is it's only 3 people, for now. We have to act quickly to prevent the panic from spreading any further.
What did you do about it in the past? I reckon this isn't the first time you've had to deal with it.
We usually cleansed the infested places with the help of a priest or an apothecary. Except for that one year when Sir Otto himself faced Lucifer in the Maiden Tower.
What a brave man.
Lord von Berghoff has my admiration, then. How long did they fight? And what kind of armor was Lucifer wearing? Did Lord von Berghoff sustain any injuries?
In any case, you'll have to ask Manietta and Berta, or the blacksmith perhaps, where the demons are coming from. And then simply make sure to get rid of them for good. You understand? I'm sure both the scribe Erazim and Father Nicodemus will have something to say about it as well. The question is if you're up to it, or if I should call in someone braver.
I'll handle it.
I'm ready to scour the castle and try to chase those monsters away. Could you arrange for me to be able to go wherever I want in the castle, without anyone chasing me out?
Very well. You can move freely about the castle while completing this task, but don't stay any longer than necessary in otherwise forbidden areas. I'll let the guards and servants know discreetly. If anyone asks, tell them you have my permission.
You said something about a priest and an apothecary. Should I pay them a visit?
We've always used either holy water or magic water from the apothecary to get rid of those hellish creatures. Which one would you prefer?
Holy water.
I reckon the holy water is more likely to work against demons.
If I recall, it was blessed by the bishop himself during the Easter Vigil. I believe you can do it. Should the demons attack you, just run away. But don't make too much of a ruckus, or you cause a panic. God be with you.
What is this nonsense? Okay. Talk to the stable hand. That's the main quest. Find the book for the miller. Check with the scribe for clues about the book. Alright. Let's talk to the scribe. We can go anywhere, you say? How many lockpicks do we have? I might rob these people blind. We need to work on those skills anyways. Where do we see our lockpicks? We have 28. Dude, what's up with that thief lady?
Good to see you.
Good to see you. Aren't you glad that you're not chasing me out anymore? Oh gosh, he's right there. This is the scribe.
I'd like to learn something.
What do you want to know?
Okay.
What kind of tasks do you do for Lord von Berghoff?
We might do a lot of
Rare
dialogue
ones,
here.
lad.
These are all new people.
His lordship spends little time at Trotsky. As the royal chamberlain, he has to be in Prague most of the time.
Okay.
What does the Royal Chamberlain do?
I understand, lad. You're asking about his authority, eh?
Yeah, exactly. I don't know anything at all about him.
Sir Otto von Bergo is the royal chamberlain. Subcamerarius, in Latin. He's one of the 9 most powerful officials in the kingdom. He manages the royal towns and monasteries, approves the councillors and abbots in them, and appoints the royal judges.
Why does Sir Otto have to be in Prague so often?
Because that's the seat of the royal court, and our lord is one of the highest royal officials. Praga caput regni, young man. Prague is the heart of the kingdom. All the political threads come together there. It's where they handle administration of the country. If you want to be somebody, you have to go to Prague, or to Moravia, to that traitor Jobst of Luxembourg.
Excuse me, but why do you consider Margrave Jobst a traitor?
And what else should I call a person who only looks out for any chance to benefit himself?
But now he's fighting for King Wenceslas, isn't he?
Jobst has changed sides so often it's impossible to keep track. But, to give him credit where credit is due, unlike our king, he's a great politician.
That's who visited us
Wenceslas
in the last
wasn't even able
end
to
of the
hold
last
on to
game,
the
yeah?
imperial crown that his father passed on to him before he died. Yes, indeed. One day that bloody Margrave Jobst of ours is going to make it big. He might even become the emperor himself.
Why doesn't Lord von Burgov free our King Wenceslas from captivity in Vienna? He's powerful enough for that, isn't he?
It's politics, boy. Pure and simple.
I understand, but could you explain it a bit more for me? Why did they take our king captive? And why did the Czech lords let Sigismund spread all over the country like a plague?
That's complicated. Back during the reign of both King's father, Emperor Charles, the nobles gained great wealth and power. And when young Wenceslas came to the throne, he didn't have enough experience or courage to stand up to them. That's why he surrounded himself with faithful lower lords and entrusted them with all the royal offices.
I reckon the high nobility didn't like that, eh?
You're damn right they didn't. They conspired against the king and established their League of Lords. That started a protracted war, dragging the king's cousins, Prokop and Jobst of Luxembourg, into it. But King Wenceslas was stubborn, unyielding, and, unfortunately, also often drunk. He preferred to run away from politics to wine, women, and the hunt. It was only a matter of time before the lords conspired with his brother, the Hungarian King Sigismund. A year ago, they got together and captured Wenceslas in Prague, and Sigismund had the royal castles occupied by his allies. They secretly took the king to Vienna, where his brother is still holding him firmly under lock and key.
So von Burgov and the others want Sigismund to be king?
Not at all. Soon they discovered they'd miscalculated, and that Sigismund wanted the whole country for himself. And now, they can't agree on what to do about it. I think that's why Lord von Burkhoff received your message. He's trying to find new allies among the lower nobility.
Who are among Wenceslas's opponents?
Who do you think? All the nobles in the League of Lords, of course. The most powerful are Henry of Rosenberg, Henry of Hraditz, Boresh of Riesenberg, Bohuslav of Schwamberg, and our Sir Otto von Berghoff, too, so far.
But we serve Sahanis of Lipa and Radzig Kobyla.
Exactly. They're representatives of the lower nobility, who always stood faithfully by Wenceslas because he handed out royal positions to them.
Damn politics.
On the contrary, boy.
Sorry, guys,
It's
I'm a
only
little
thanks
cold.
to politics that von
It's chilly.
Berghoff didn't send you two to the gallows straight away.
I hear there are demons causing trouble at the castle again.
Again, is anyone sprinkling yet?
Aye. Me.
That's the only thing that works.
What do you think of all this?
Occasionally, I hear the servants telling stories that sound like they're taken straight out of a Cistercian penitential. Even Gregory the Great, Gregory of Tours, Caesarius of Heisterbach, or Jacobus de Vorgine all share a similar view of unholy forces. The devil, as the enemy of both God and man, makes every effort to seduce the soul onto the road to hell, and to harm people however he can. How do you imagine the forces of evil?
Like your mom.
Like a hairy terror with hooves, horns, and big nasty teeth.
Like something out of the Codex Gigas. Anything else?
I heard some interesting books from Prague have arrived at the castle. There's one I'd like to borrow. An alchemist's cookbook. A sand-coloured cover, embossed.
Yes, several rare and astonishing books have arrived from Prague. But why are you interested in an alchemist's cookbook, of all things?
I've heard there are some interesting ideas in it. Every alchemist is in dogged pursuit of wisdom, especially those from Prague.
Perhaps you know more about that book than I do. Well, I'll have to disappoint you. Lord Nickvard Libak helped me sort the new books at the time, and the one you're looking for caught his attention. He left with it before I could even discover what it's about. All I remember is the author's initials, B.B. I'm fairly benevolent when it comes to lending books, and I appreciate Nickvard's help, but he's had it borrowed for an excessive amount of time now. I'd like to ask him to return it, but he's been avoiding me.
Why would Nickvard suddenly be avoiding you?
I have a sneaking suspicion. It seems Nickvard lost the book. I've warned him repeatedly not to carry borrowed books around with him, but to leave them in his chamber and read them there. But Nickvard is old and stubborn, and this is how things turn out.
Okay.
The price of such a book must be incalculable. People
Ugh.
like Nick Vard are too dumb to understand.
But I digress. As I said, Nick Vard is intentionally avoiding me. But I've made headway. I've managed to find 3 people who've spoken to him recently. Bertha, the cook, Regina, the maid, and Hirsch, the hand.
Okay. Does he avoid nobles?
For a nobleman, Nick Vard is quite wary of his own kind, speaking only to servants.
I'm surprised that he's ever spoken to anyone but myself. Nick Vard is a loner. Which is also why I suspect something bad has happened. Now that he's decided to leave his shell, that is. But I'm afraid that's all I've managed to find out. Since Lord von Berkove's arrival, I've been preoccupied with other matters.
Okay, I'll find the book for you.
I'll help you. I'll ask all 3 and see if they lead me to Nick Vard.
Many thanks. If you aren't sure what to do, stop by and we'll discuss what you found out.
Before I go, can you tell me where I can find those people in the castle?
Who, exactly?
You said Nick Vard is avoiding you. Where at the castle does he live? Are there any places he frequents?
Nick Vard lives like a hermit here at Trotsky. Like a ghost. His chambers are in the Crone's Tower. But God knows if he's ever slept there. He took his meals down in the Crone's kitchen. Lately, I've often seen him talking to Regina in the Knight's Hall, in the Maiden, or looking out the hall window. I caught sight of him a few times with Hirsch at the transport yard below the castle.
So I just have to hope I run into him somewhere.
Nick Vard always just shows up. I've rarely ever found him on my own. I'm not surprised you can't find him anywhere, since I've been trying myself.
Where is Bertha?
Bertha cooks for us in the Crone's kitchen. She's there most days. If you can't find her there, try the first house in the lower castle, across from the door to the dungeon.
Where is Regina?
As Lord von Berkoff's personal maid, she'll likely be somewhere in the Maiden's Palace, perhaps in the Knight's Hall, or on the floor above it, near the Lord's chambers. She even sleeps there.
Where is Hirsch, the stable boy?
I've seen him with Hirsch at the transport yard below the castle. He sleeps in the house directly across from it. I don't know him much, though.
That's everything I needed to know.
Okay. Nice. Alright, let's see if we can get into this chest, see what this is all about.
Shit!
Okay. Well, he heard that one, so that's not gonna work. It's just all ingredients. This chest is empty. Dude, these are hard. Now we're gonna break that one too. Alright, we need to find some easier locks. Level up our skill some more. Here we go. Something like this will do. Lore books. Perfume.
Ah, damn.
Okay, let's get out of there. Just in case. Medium. Okay, nothing good there. Tailor's kit. Noble's hood could be nice. Ooh. And a potion. Alright, let's rob these people blind. That didn't give us a skill point? Ooh, we have a bunch of perk point. Oh, we never... Yeah. Because we spent these after... Before we died. Okay. Let's go for the same things that we were going for. Creeping Phantom 2. Tight Grip. And then we went for Well Built. Survival. Master Fletcher. Scholarship. You're able to recognize the difficulty of skill checks, but not your chances of succeeding. You'll still have to decide for yourself whether it's worth the risk. The effect of your reputation isn't taken into account in the displayed difficulty. Yeah, let's do liberal arts. That sounds nice. Wow, the entire map is revealed, showing all settlements, fast travel spots, hunting grounds, caves, and other interesting places. Well, that sounds pretty freaking great. Okay, that's a hard lock. Nothing good in there. We'll try it.
Oh, bloody hell.
We were so close. Okay. On to the next areas. Now, it seems as we get lower, we have guards that go around. Okay, I can't speak with you. Are we allowed in here? No. I don't see any guards about, though. Okay, that's all hard, though. Alright, let's keep moving.
God in heaven, you're seeing this.
Well, that's Von Berghoff. Can we speak to you?
Lord von Burgov, I've been told to deal with the demons plaguing the castle.
It's a thankless job, but a necessary one. I appreciate you taking care of it.
Are they really so much trouble around here?
They've been a nuisance ever since the castle was built. Call him whatever you want. Satan, Lucifer, Beelzebub. That hellish bastard certainly wasn't happy when Sir Vincent started building 2 towers right on top of his extinguished fairy estate.
I can't imagine he was.
But he soon realized it made him closer to people and that he could attempt them more easily. Many a poor soul in the lower castle has already fallen for his schemes and made a pact with hell.
Why don't you put a stop to it?
The castle is situated in a good strategic location. We have no choice but to try and tolerate Lucifer, and he has no choice but to tolerate us.
Okay. Reputation gain, nice. Now this is somebody I have to talk to.
I'm looking for Nickvard. The scribe told me you might know something about him.
Well, I'm waiting for Lord Libak to stop by. I brewed him another phial of medicine, but I don't even know if the last one helped. I told him to stop by for another one soon. I reckon he must be feeling better.
What kind of medicine?
Nickvard needed medicine? For what?
I can't say. I promised Lord Libak his secret is safe with me, as well as his phial of medicine.
Oh, come now. Nickvard misplaced an important book somewhere. A sort of alchemist cookbook. I need to find it.
I remember the recipes by heart. And Lord Libak's secret is certainly worth more than any book.
Listen, Bertha.
Oh.
I truly respect your honesty. I'm in the service of a nobleman myself, and I know what's expected of us in cases like these, whether it's Nickvard's illness or political machinations over the fate of our kingdom. Both carry equal weight when spoken about behind closed doors, I'd say. I stand by my principles in matters like that.
Lord Libak's troubles can hardly compare to what you're talking about. It's really quite a trifle in comparison.
So you'll tell me then?
Well, it's a common potion for a bellyache. Just better tasting. It helps your meals go down easier and come out slower the other end. In that regard, Lord Libak had, well, how to say it? Everything came out much too quickly.
Nickvard didn't have time to run down the stairs, eh?
It was in the privy down below the crone, by the training ground below the guardhouse. I helped him clean his hose and made him the medicine, and I promised that I wouldn't say anything. Lord Libak is quite particular about the impression he makes on the young maids, you know. He didn't want this little episode to put them off. That's why he didn't use the privy near the maids' quarters, though it's closer to his chamber, but to the arena instead, and only when there weren't any soldiers around. But this time, it caught up with him.
Is that all?
What else is there to say? That the entire time he looked as if he'd done the worst thing in the world. It happens to the best of us, and I told him as much then. I'm just surprised he never came back for another file. I must say, he did look as if the fate of the entire castle was suddenly on his shoulders.
I don't know if this is going to do me any good.
Well, you could have found a worse clue.
Thanks anyway.
Okay. We also need to ask you about the demons.
The Chamberlain said you know something about the demons haunting the castle.
Those monsters are back again. Last summer, we only heard them scratching the walls and roof with their claws. But they got a lot more bold this time. They're leaving charred marks on my wooden spoons, throwing clumps in my food, and they're constantly leaving their droppings in my kitchen.
Okay.
Don't worry. The Chamberlain is taking this very seriously. He sent me to take care of it.
My eyes and ears aren't what they used to be, but I still know everything that's going on around here. Be on the lookout for people walking arse first. That's how the demons disguise themselves, so you can't see their hollow inside.
All right, I'll keep an eye out. Where should I look for them?
They're coming from the other side of the castle, below the maiden, I swear.
How should I deal with them?
Of course. Everyone knows the demons enter this world through the flames. You have to find 5 fireplaces in the palace, under the maiden, and sprinkle water on them. Be careful to sprinkle within the width of your little finger. 9 drops, 1 for every angelic choir, and every 3rd drop must be twice as big as the ones before it.
Okay.
I'll take care of it. I hope I can do it exactly as you said.
Me
And
too.
one more thing to take to heart. The spell is most effective when performed in the moonlight. But most of all, don't forget 9 drops.
9
Fair
drops. You got it, lady. Okay, what else? Talk to Osina. Find out what the maid knows. Okay. So who's the closest? The blacksmith. Okay. Let's go talk to the blacksmith next. How is this stuff? Dude, this sword's better. But I don't think we want to equip it quite yet. Because it's stolen. This is actually better than what we have too. We need to give it a little bit. For people realize it's stolen for now. Dude, I think it's these dang rats. That's what I think it is. I think you people are crazy. Alright, player. Everything that's stolen for now, go in here. Okay. It does still count. Okay, do we keep it on us? Because right now it's not showing that it's stolen. Ordinary coat. All of these can get sold. Servant's hood. We'll keep this on us, I suppose. It was this one, right? We need to sell these books, too. Is there anything that you'll trade for me?
Show me your...
We don't want to sell the stolen stuff, because we might get caught.
I hope you find what...
How long have you been serving in Trotsky?
Why'd you ask?
I don't know much about this place, so I wanted to ask you about a few things.
I'm not much of a talker. You'd be better off having a word with our scribe, Erasim. He's served here since the days of the previous lord.
Okay.
The Chamberlain mentioned you've seen demons at the castle.
You're damn right I did. What do you know about it?
Only that they're crawling out of fireplaces in the castle below the Maiden.
I'm sure at least half a dozen demons have taken up residence in the western courtyard. If the Chamberlain didn't tell you how dangerous this is for all of us, I'm telling you now.
Of course he told me. That's why we're trying to resolve this as quickly as possible.
I'm glad to hear it. Give those demons their due.
Tell me what you know then.
You know the guardhouse with the little arena? In the palace below the crone, over by the outer wall? Inside, I mean, on the ground floor. The place stinks like hell, day in and day out. It makes my head spin. I've seen things there with my own eyes I'd rather not talk about. I'd start the investigation there if I were you.
All right. I'll look into it.
Okay. And then where else? Gotta go over this way. Up or down, though? What is D? Banish the devils from the main side of the castle.
Greetings, sir.
Sprinkle?
That should do it.
Yeah, that was definitely... You did it exactly like she told you. Alright, we gotta talk to the cook.
The Chamberlain said you know something about the demons haunting the castle.
Of course I do. But I don't know what to think anymore. I keep finding hair in my food. Someone hides my spices. My soup goes sour. And there's that awful smell.
Sounds like rats.
Oh, that sounds terrible. The Chamberlain wants this resolved as soon as possible.
It's about time. Do you have any idea how scared people are? All it takes is one mention of those beasts and the maids start threatening to find work elsewhere. I hear the castle has always been connected to hell, but nobody tells you that when you ask to work here.
Where should I start looking?
They must be coming from the other side of the castle. Under the crone.
Bertha told me the demons are likely to be coming from here, under the Maiden.
Oh, of course she did. They've been messing with her head. That old crone's under their spell. I always knew it.
Let me guess. I'm going to have to go around fireplaces and sprinkle 9 drops of water on them.
9? Why 9? But you're mostly right. You have to douse the ground in front of the fireplace they're coming from. That creates a boundary demons can't cross.
All right. Where can I find the fireplaces?
That's hard to describe. Anyway, there are 5 such fireplaces on the crone side of the castle. Together they form the shape of a 5-pointed star. A pentagram.
Okay.
Don't worry. I'll take care of everything. Hopefully I won't miss any of them.
If I were you, I'd do it during the night. Even the demons have to sleep sometime, don't they?
Well, the devil never sleeps.
And the old hag rushes in where the devil fears to tread, eh? The sooner you get rid of them, the better. God
We
be
actually
with
have to
you,
do it at
sir.
night? I don't think so. Nah. Okay, I don't think we're gonna set or steal anything here. Okay, that opens up into that place. Let's make sure we wash ourselves. We haven't done that in a while. Our hood looked a little dirty in the cutscenes. There's gotta be these rats. Okay, these are the cells.
Any idea what that was? I'll go there.
I didn't mean to. Big guy. Sorry. Why are we stuck? Here's an armory. This could be clutch. An empty armory? Okay, crafting materials. Charcoal. Long range arrows. Hunting arrows. Very hard. I bet there's something nice in there. It's probably really the only time we'll be able to come in here. Okay. We got a few weapons out of it. That's hard too. Alright. Cool. We got a few things. Not gonna be able to steal anything from this room. Let's go upstairs. Well, bless you. Where are all these fireplaces? I just wanted to get a quick lockpick. And level up our skill, of course. Okay, we're allowed in here, apparently. It's hard. Nothing too great in there. Very hard. Dude, we need to level up our skills bad. Take the Groshin. More Groshin. Recipe for lullaby. I think we already have that, though. A new badge? Nothing in there. Dude, we're trying to make bank. There's a fireplace. Perfume. Came in handy before. Who knows if it will again. Alright, let's sprinkle this.
9.
Boom, boom. I don't know what that bell means. It's noon. Bandage. Okay, nothing great there. More Groshin. Take the potion. What else was that? Poison? No, more perfume. What were we just looking at? The dandelion or lullaby potion. Yeah, we've already used that. Okay. So that just looped around. We have the chapel. Is there a fireplace up here? Dude, that view looks dope. That looks great. Alright, there's Father Nicodemus, which I thought he could help us with something, no?
Greetings. What would you like?
What can you
I'd
teach
like
us?
to learn something.
What are you in?
Scholarship.
How long have you been here in Trotsky, Father?
Well, it's been quite a few years. But if you are interested in local history, you should go and see the scribe Erazim. He's been here the longest.
Okay.
I noticed there's no church in Troskowitz, or anywhere nearby. Why is that?
It's true. You'll find the closest one in Uyezd or in Mladyeyov on the other side. In Trotsky, we only have the chapel in the castle tower. In short, this domain is the middle of nowhere. It was only with Sir Otto's arrival that great things started happening.
How do things work in the castle?
You mean who runs things when our lord is away?
Yeah, I see there's a lot of people here, so I wouldn't want to offend anyone.
Then you should watch out especially for Lady Yitka. She's the wife of our Burgrave Hashek. She's a pious woman, but also damned firm and strict on the servants. Her husband is in charge of the castle garrison and order in the region. Then Captain Thomas is responsible for Sir Otto's security. He's an old soldier and an upright fellow, even if he doesn't come to confession more than once a year. And the ruler of the roost here is the Chamberlain, Ulrich von Schaumburg. You seriously don't want to cross him, lad.
Okay.
What is Sir Otto von Bergov like?
What can I tell you? Lord von Berghoff provides a livelihood for many people. He brought money to the region, restored and expanded the castle, and yet he spends most of his time in Prague. He's the royal chamberlain, and politics takes up a lot of his time.
I understand. He pays well and doesn't get in the way, eh?
That's not what I said. The old chamberlain, Ulrich, manages the estate, and he's definitely good with numbers, at least.
But
numbers and accounts aren't everything. One should also think about the salvation of one's soul. But that, young man, is absolutely none of your business.
Okay.
I've sinned, Father. I want to purify my soul in the eye of God and repent.
Your soul is pure, son. Do you really wish to make a penitence pilgrimage?
What does this do?
I'll do it as a token of my love for God.
Not far from Troskowitz, you will find a conciliation cross by a rock, under which the body of a suicide was found.
I heard it wasn't suicide.
Do not listen to idle talk and pray for the salvation of the poor soul. Perhaps you too shall find redemption.
What penance do you give me?
Bless yourself and say the Lord's Prayer.
All right, Father. I'll go.
Okay.
I heard the castle is haunted by demons again, Nicodemus. Did they bother you too?
They did indeed. A few days ago, I was in the chapel, deep in prayer, when a spawn of hell appeared before me. Fac mihi hominium. Swear an oath of allegiance to me.
My God. What did you say to it?
I laughed in the face of the Prince of Darkness. Would you not rather renounce your slavery and return to heaven? I told him. Without hesitation, he replied, better to rule hell than to be a slave in heaven. And then he disappeared, veiled in a terrible, foul-smelling smoke.
Whew. That sounds horrifying. But anyway, like I said, I was told to sprinkle water. If they dare try that even on a man of faith, nothing else will help.
I'm glad you have faith in the Lord, and not in some old wives' tales. Now take up your task, and rid us of that hellspawn. May the Lord guide you.
Okay. Is there another one up here? We can rob him? Very hard. Dude, we could steal that? That's awful. Henry, you're a master sinner. You're a master sinner. That sells for a lot of gold, though. So where the heck are these other fire pits?
Good to see you.
Cheers. I hope you have an uneventful shift.
We got that one in this room. Did we miss any? Ah, we missed this one.
I'm doing this right.
Okay. We gotta take advantage of being able to go anywhere in this castle right now. So we got those two. Here's one. How do we miss this?
I hope I'm doing this right.
Okay, there's 4. Take anything over 100. Okay. Groshin. Nice. New perk point. Skills. Stealth and thievery. Surprise attack. If you hit someone who doesn't know of your presence with the ranged weapon, your target will suffer a combat skill debuff, making them easier to deal with. They might even panic and flee. Less noise when sneaking outdoors. Let's do less noise when sneaking indoors. Do rodent. Okay, what do we have in here?
I should get going.
Final fireplace.
9.
Okay, I don't think we want to mess with this area right now.
Careful!
Sorry, sir. Okay, is that everything in this area? The maid, the maid. No, we need to talk to the maid. The maid is the one who got us in trouble, isn't it? Jerk. Where can we find the maid? Not the cook. Dang, we just missed the maid, didn't we? Is she back upstairs? You just closed the door, didn't you? No, that's Von Bergov. Here we go.
Greetings. Do you need something?
Yeah, this is the lady who kept catching us.
Do you know where I can find Nickvard? The scribe said you might know.
Erazim is suddenly interested in Nickvard and me. You don't say. But when I need him to read something for me, he never has the time. I'm sorry.
I was asking about Nickvard.
Aye, I heard you. Say, can you read?
I can.
In that case, would you mind reading this message I have from Nickvard?
I'll read it for you. I'll read for to you.
Show me. Dear Mistress of the Chambers. What is it?
Oh, what I wouldn't give to get messages from someone else. Say, Lord Capen. Never mind. Read on.
Whoa.
Though I reckon it interests you more than me.
Persevere. We shall soon escape the dungeon of those 2 women. Cursed fate, however, has placed an obstacle in my way. The heat of the Lightbringer's potion is working, and I can feel my insides being reborn. But when the last remnants of old age left my body, something else was washed away with them.
How much longer is it?
Not much. My damn clumsiness has sent all of the Lightbringer's secrets into the void, but fear not, I shall get them back. May this be the first task on the road to your liberation. That's it.
Beautiful.
Indeed.
True enough. Nick Vard has a flair for the dramatic.
My, that's Liebach for you.
But what does it mean? Can you explain any of it to me?
Lord Liebach has taken a liking to me. I suggested to him it wasn't proper for a noble to have an affair with a maid. But he thought I meant he was too old for me. But then he found what he calls the Lightbringer's Potion Book. He said it would light a flame in him that would burn out all that's old. So I suppose it worked. Hooray!
I know the book he's talking about, but what does he mean, into the void?
Look, can we stop talking about this? I feel a little uncomfortable here talking about some old lovelorn nobleman.
Help me.
I need help. You can give it some thought, can't you?
No! And now leave me alone.
Ah, this lady. It was worth a shot. Alrighty. Well, we got a few more things to do. We got to ask him about it, and then we got to banish the devils from this side of the castle and over here. Then we can also pray way over here if we want to increase our reputation. How is our reputation doing in Trotsky? It's not too bad, actually. 99? That's not bad at all. Reputation's looking pretty good, except for the charcoal burners. Of course, because we killed a bunch of them when we were doing the Nomads Camp quest. On accident. They came at us with axes. But we are going to go ahead and end things here. As always, I appreciate y'all for stopping by. And I hope to see you in the next episode. Until then, peace out, y'all.